Hey guys, so it happened. Despite everything I said about the shirt, look what I'm wearing. I made a trip to town to pick up this for content reasons. I'm going to review Manchester City's 2020-21 home shirt from Puma today. And what do you reckon? I mean, I'm not a footballer, but let me know what you think. Before you do that, though, before you let me know what you think, check out this video that 888 Sports sent me. He said, Stephen, give this video a watch and see what you think and talk about your most hated player in the Premier League. Let's roll the clip.
Were you there for Troops?
Ashley Cole.
You can't do that. Is it just because you loved him so much?
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
Yeah. Scumbag. The lies, the deceit, linking up with Mourinho,
Mate,
cheating on Arsenal. You're a mug, mate. We made you, you little troll.
You're talking like he's an ex-girlfriend of yours.
Not only did he cheat on his missus, he cheated on flipping us as well.
Why Ashley Cole? What about this bear though? Does Ashley Cole naturally RVP?
Listen, relax yourself.
Yeah, this everyone leaves. Relax yourself. Okay, he's getting his feelings over one player when so many more have just done the same thing. But it happens all the time. Why don't you hate Nasri? Throw him in the list.
As much as he hates Ashley Cole, that reminded me of who I hate more than anyone in football. Ryan Giggs. The man is absolutely soulless to do what he did to his brother. Now imagine if you're Rodri Giggs, right? You're a failed footballer, you haven't quite made it at the level, and Ryan Giggs is this international playboy superstar that everyone wants to be. He's got the world at his feet, he's won everything going in his game, he's got whoever he wants, he's even got Miss Wales he had an affair with at one point, and then he takes your wife as well. What a monster, what an absolute, just horrendous human being. It's like, why would you do that to your family? You can have everyone. You got his career that he couldn't have, and then you want his wife as well for like 8 years allegedly. He didn't even know if his child then was actually his child or it was his brother's. I'm sorry, Giggs is just a demonstrably bad person, a terrible person. And also Luis Suarez, what? Suarez is just, once again, who bites someone, and he's probably racist as well. Just awful people. They are my big villains. We've had a few ourselves, obviously, Barton and Nobed, but at least he was a good player for us. But yeah, I can't stand those two people in particular. Go watch the full video over at 888 Sport. Let me know down in the comments who your most hated Premier League player of all time is. Giggs, man, just a despicable, nasty, self-serving person. And Suarez, just a monster, an absolute monster. Anyway, let's get on to this shirt. Yep, I went into town and bought it for content purposes to review this shirt. And you know what? You know what? It's actually not that bad, really. It's a little bit nicer in person now I've seen it. I don't like it by any stretch of the imagination, but I must admit, even though I'm not Aguero, I'm not quite as handsome as the Argentinian beautiful man. I think I look all right in this shirt, you know, largely. I have the skin tone, maybe slightly olive skin for it. And one thing I will say about this shirt in its defense is it's a really, really, really nice shade of blue. It's nice to see an actual good shade of blue for once with no purple on it. I don't love this shirt. I think it's I don't think it's as bad as I thought it was going to be when I've seen it in person. But I think it's actually got some redeeming features. Once again, the shade of blue is really nice. It kind of does glow in the daylight, which is a good thing for it. I'm not overly keen on these shoulder bits, and I'm going to put some close-ups on camera now, which I either film myself or Nicholas helped me film. But either way, there should be some close-ups right now. The shoulder bits here, I'm not really a fan of those bits. I think they look a bit strange, how they've got that patchy bit. Why not just commit to it and go full round with the whole pattern on the shirt? It doesn't also extend to the back as well, which is weird. Why would you not extend it? Also, I'm looking at the camera there, by the way, so I'm looking at the viewfinder so I can see what I'm talking about, so ignore my lack of eye contact. Why would you not expand the pattern around the back? I understand for the number of reasons, but I still think they could have faded a little bit and it would have been perfectly fine. I don't also fully like this collar. Just commit to a proper collar. However, I am glad the collar is not a V-neck because I can't stand V-neck football shirts like that. They just don't look nice in my personal opinion. But it is a nice fit on the collar at least. And this white bit here is nice and stretchy, whereas this is pretty tight, this bit here. But it's not too bad, you know. I think it'll look good on certain footballers if you've got guns. I haven't really got guns, unfortunately. But Aguero and Sterling do look pretty good in football shirts. It looks good on them. Kevin De Bruyne is the great example of someone who looks a bit more normal, and kits, if they're great, look alright. If they're not, they don't look that good. De Bruyne kind of looks okay on it. It looks alright on him. It's not a terrible shirt. I think in hindsight, I'm glad that it hasn't got any purple on it. This season's, I guess, it wasn't the worst kit we've ever had, but it wasn't great either. It was just inoffensively bland. And this one, I think, kind of treads a similar path to that. It hasn't made the purple mistake, but that pattern, things this pattern has been compared to, cracked glass. It's also been compared to a swimming pool floor. I'll put all these on screen now, and I can see that it's got a very swimming pool floor vibe. Also, the crystal meth from Breaking Bad. Things this shirt hasn't been compared to, a good shirt, which is probably a bit harsh. It isn't a great shirt, but it's vaguely interesting. I think this pattern could have been a great shirt actually if they'd gone for. Imagine this had a constant white trim round here, then a white trim round the cuffs too. I think it would have been so much nicer, and the pattern had carried on. But they've gone for little odd things like this weird patch on the shoulders here, and then the kind of half collar, and then the fact that the pattern doesn't carry around at the back. Why would they not just be consistent about it? The thing about Puma that really frustrates me is that they're so I don't know, they're just so good at making close shirts. Like, they never seem to make absolute classics. That's just my personal opinion, of course. But this could have been so much nicer, so easier. I'm glad in person that the white bits aren't quite as strong as they looked on the initial photos that leaked. They looked initially really kind of contrasty, so as a result they jumped out a lot, and now you can see it, the badge and the sponsors and all that kind of stuff, and the Nexon, they don't seem to clash quite as much with the pattern. It is a little bit more subtle in person than it looks on the images, which is good. Once again, we'll kind of not be bored of seeing Aguero and Co bang goals in with this. Hopefully, maybe Ferran Torres will be wearing it next season. I'll do a video on him later on, by the way. But this is okay.
Do like Gabriel Jesus, where it's like
Sure. Now I'm interested to see what the away kit and the third kit looks like when we see it on the players, of course. It isn't the worst kit, and my initial perceptions of this kit has slowly changed over time. It's not bad, I know it doesn't really matter, it's just the kit, but I like to get a kit and review it because it's good for you guys to see what you think. I reckon I look alright in this, if I'm being honest. I'm a little bit biased, but I'm not quite as handsome as Sergio Aguero, of course, but I'm an alright looking fella. Is that arrogant to say? I'm okay, you know, I'm solid. I'm sure Nicola would probably agree with me on that. And I think this looks decent on me. I'll kind of give you a little bit of a whirl there as well, kind of stand it. It's alright, isn't it? It's not too bad. It's a solid little pattern, and I think I'll get used to this, and I think I'll start to maybe start to like it if we start to win some things. But in terms of something to wear during videos, it's expensive. I will say this isn't the in terms of something to wear, by the way, videos, it will do for now, but it is expensive. This isn't like the match shirt, because why would I need a match shirt? Like, I don't need 140 or whatever it is. Absolutely catastrophic pricing. I'm sorry, but the idea of buying a shirt for that amount of money, don't do it. Don't convince yourself to do it. If you're younger watching this and impressionable, do not do it. It is absolutely not worth the money. Get yourself, if you're going to buy anything, we'll probably get a knockoff because they're cheaper. But if not, get this one maybe, and get the cheaper one, because it's all you need from a shirt. I kind of like this time, because if you know, previously I used to work for a website called footy.com, and we used to talk about shirts a lot. So I do like it when the new shirts come out, because I've got new shirts firmly under my skin now. And even though I won't really wear this much other than at games or when I'm watching the videos, it's nice to have the new one in the collection. Will I buy the second and third in full price? I don't know, if I'm being honest. Maybe not, because I'm not sure I can afford it. But for now, though, this one, it's not bad. Nicola keeps saying I look like a swimming pool wearing it, which I probably do. It's making me want to go on holiday, which is an unforeseen side effect of this shirt, unfortunately. I really, really could do with a sunny holiday now. I'm looking outside and it's a little bit miserable out there. It's okay. It's kind of slightly grey, but it's making me want to be on holiday somewhere. Sat in a lounger near a pool and taking it all in. It'd be lovely. But this shirt, for me, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think it's a 6 out of 10. I think it is possibly, maybe, now I've seen it in person, a little bit nicer than this year's, but it's not a classic. It could be so much nicer. This could have easily been an 8 out of 10. I'm just glad as well that, given the week that we've had, it's not. We could have had a very bad week, and this could have been a cracked shirt for a cracked club. But now, as it is, it's just a harmless shirt that will ultimately be a little bit forgettable. It could have been so much nicer though, and for me, it's a case of wasted potential. So close, Puma, yet so far. I am quite intrigued by the away kit. I think the away kit looks really nice, actually. I like the kind of weird, your nan's kind of Christmas jumper kind of pattern on the front. I like that kind of stuff though. I am a fan of slightly odd patterns. By the way, I want to say I'm not against the idea of a mosaic in general. I like the idea of it, and I'm not against wacky shirts or whatever. I just think the execution wasn't quite spot on. I do like the idea though behind it, but sometimes you can appreciate the idea while not necessarily appreciating the execution, and I think this is where this shirt falls for me. Good idea, but not quite the execution I would have hoped or personally wanted. But some people would disagree, and I don't think it's a monstrosity in the end. I think it's okay, and I revised my initial reactions to this and say, it's all right, you know, it's okay. We've had better, but we will certainly have worse, and we've had worse than this. At least, I will say, in defence of it, it's got a bit more character than this current season, which is just basically a blue shirt with a bit of purple on for some bizarre reason. But I'm looking forward to the second shirt, and the interesting one for me will be the third shirt. I can't stand that massive paisley print, but we'll see. Guys, do let us know down in the comments what you make of this. Give me your review. Hopefully, you're a fan. Fingers crossed you are a fan. Who knows? If you're not a fan, that's understandable too. I'm indifferent to it, really. Go check out that full 888 Sport video and let me know your most hated Premier League player of all time as well. Check out the full video here. Subscribe as well. And also check out the video here for the match reaction from last night and subscribe to my channel now if you are new to this channel, of course. And also hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos when they go live. Give this video a like, let us know your thoughts, and I'll see you later on.
On the runway.
Are you voguing?
Okay. Vogue, please.
Is that Vogue?
Yeah, and then it's kind of swap sides and like. Yeah.
Is that how you Vogue? I'm not a gay icon.
I do like your arm like that.